Our next storyteller is Adria Elliott. She's a local comedian, performer, musician. She has all the talents. Please welcome her to the stage.
I love this mic. Wow. All right, I'm gonna adjust this. Okay, maybe I'm not. I'm gonna make it work. Alrighty. I've had many dreams in my life. I grew up with dreams, but some of them have bordered on the fetish. I say this to start with my shoes. And the boots that I'm wearing tonight, they so bordered on the fetish to the fact that on the way here, I was in such a hurry, because I'm a parent now, that I broke one of my boots. But damn it, I still wore it anyways. Yes, I did. You know, usually I leave this on here, but I'm going to take it off. Do you mind if I take it off? Alrighty. And to say my point, I'm not going to get out the light, but if you look at these, they have steel studs up the front of these babies. And they have a 2-inch platform inside of them. They have a skull on the inside. Yes, as well as another stud underneath, which you can see from the front row. And a corset on the back. Now, when I was little, my Barbies were always naked. All of them. And nothing but their shoes. Even Ken. I say this because in my bedroom, they lived in a perfect utopian world. Where the white pumps lived with the black shoes. And the fuchsia go-go boots got along with those stupid little powder blue tennis shoes that stupid little bitch Skipper always came with. In my room, it was a perfect utopian room because I had a dream. From the age 6 to the age 12, my feet grew with my age. Yes, you try finding age-appropriate shoes when you are exactly the size 12 at age 12. It just doesn't work. I should have just gone out and bought the damn boxes. Oh, it was a magnificently beautiful day when I realized that permanent marker came in various colors. Of course, on that day, Ken became a drag queen. Of course, it could have just been the magnificent flair that I was listening to the Phantom of the Opera as I dressed him to watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Of course, in the early 80s, or actually the late 80s and early 90s, it was a whole different ball game because not only did I have a dream, but I had a job. But that came a little bit to a halt when I realized that by the late 90s I was married and I had a husband. Then my little bit of a fetish was in the closet. But it wasn't just in my closet. It was in all 5 of our children's closets. And the hall closet. And the laundry closet. And under their beds. And in the storage shed. And not only that, I was racing to the mailman to beat him before the ex-husband, now ex, got home because he was in uniform and we wore the same shoe size. Because I had found the joy of online shopping, which meant that I could order things from sites like, oh, I don't know, hardcandy.com, Sexy Shoes, Torrid, lollipopshop.com. Yes. The unfortunate thing is that most of these sites were designed for drag queens and strippers. And you try explaining for the millionth time that you were ordering baby things when you knew the gig was up. And I tried that for the millionth time, and he opened the box, and it actually sent me this little tiny pop-up pull, thinking that, you know, my favorite pair of shoes that I just finally got enough money, the 6.5-inch hard candy red stiletto boots that came to my knees that had finally came in was not indeed for the babies. The mailman looked at him because he had the audacity to open it for me in front of the mailman, looked at him, looked at me, and went, "Sure, it's for the kids, honey." And at that moment I decided perhaps I need to have a personal intervention about my little shoe fetish. We counted up all my shoes. At that point I had approximately 85 pairs. Now that's not a whole lot compared to, Imelda Marcos. But when you have a size 12, that's a whole lot of space. So I did what any responsible woman in my shoes would do. I called up all my good friends and family, which are mostly drag queens anyways, and they went shopping. We knocked them down to about 25 pairs, which I now rotate through the seasons, And I cried, and I sobbed, and we gave them away. And I clothed a lot of little young drag queens. Well, now, my children are following in my footsteps. And I have a 12-year-old who now steals my shoes. I see the wheels as she stands in my bedroom, thinking to herself, how long will it be until my mommy lets me wear heels? She already steals my tennies and my flats. And I think to myself, I wonder if she is as obsessed with my shoes as I am. I wonder if she thinks about my shoes. I know she counts them. I look in her room and all of her shoes are neatly in a row. I look in her room and I notice that she puts them one by one by color, down in size. And then I think, oh holy shit, all of her Barbies are naked too. I think we have a problem. So now, I look back on my life and I go, I don't think she has quite the obsession that I have about my shoes, but I know she wants to wear them because she steals them often. But I can look back upon all of the things, all the beautiful colors, and I still have a dream. But it's a little shifted now. I still see my shoes spinning infinity and a beautiful double helix of colors. But I can still remember back to when I think even Hermes, that little Cupid son of a bitch, would be jealous or even wonder about my beautiful shoes that I've given up. But I can still go to IBTs and visit them during drag shows. Oh yes, I can. But I love my daughter. And I know that someday I can pass on my shoes to her since she wears the same size. And someday she'll pass them on to her sisters because I'm sure they're going to follow in our footsteps. But I still have a dream. Oh yes. But now they just happen to be in faux suedes and faux leather. And the little gladiator sandals that gently caress my calves that I will pass on to my daughter. But I still see my naked Barbies, even the Ken dolls, dressed up for the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And those are my dreams, though a little fetish. Thank you.